Hello Star Wars fans and collectors, it's me Jedi Master 98 back again with another Star Wars video. In today's Star Wars video we're going to be taking a look now at a Star Wars character that appears in Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi, and the character we're going to take a look at today is an Imperial pilot from the Star Wars universe. Pleased to obviously have another version of a TIE fighter pilot in my collection, but I do have a couple of issues with the packaging, the figure itself and some other bits that we'll dive into the review once I've shown you the figure. So the character we're going to take a look at today is this one. It is the Imperial TIE Fighter pilot from Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi. Now, as I said, this figure, I do have a few issues with it, and also regarding with the packaging as well, but it's nice to have another version of this character in the collection. I did pick up two of these characters because I just wanted to add a little bit of fillers to my collection, cut characters from different aspects of Star Wars. So that's the TIE Fighter pilot himself. Before we dive into the review, we'll take a look at the packaging that comes with this figure, and as I said, I do have an issue with this particular packaging considering the episode and the photo arc as well. So as you see, this is the vintage collection for the Imperial TIE Fighter pilot. As you see at the top, it's got Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi logo there. You've also obviously got the name of the pilot there, the TIE Fighter pilot, the plastic bubble that protects the figure with a little blue background there, the Kenner logo, but I'm not so sure that this picture is from Return of the Jedi, because if you look closely, you've obviously got TIE fighters in action. So you've got 1, 2, 3 fighters there. But if I was just to point to around about there, if you can just about see it, I believe that is the Millennium Falcon. And I believe this is a shot from the asteroid field as part of Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. And it's a bit peculiar that Hasbro have used a Episode 5 image on an Episode 6 card back, but whether they couldn't find any in their artwork, who knows, but you would presume that they could get a shot of a TIE Fighter pilot in Jedi or some aspects of Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi, so that's a bit strange there. I could be completely wrong. This could be a scene from Episode 6 that I completely forgot about, but looking at what I've seen today, and please let me know in the comments if you do have this figure carded or have reviewed it on your channel before, but this does look like an image from Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. That's just my say on it, but a little bit disappointed with the packaging if I'm being honest. But obviously, if you turn the figures round, figure packaging round I should say, sorry, you've got other figures in the wave, followed by all legal stuff at the bottom and everything, and other figures in the wave. But that was my slight little whinge, moan about this packaging, but it's a piece of packaging. But let me know in the comments if you have experienced this before, Star Wars collectors. So enough said, that is the packaging. Just wanted to let my feelings know about that. We'll take a look at the figure. And as I said, the figure's not awful, but there are a few issues I do have with it, but we're getting to that now. So this is the TIE Fighter pilot. We'll start with the articulation. As you see, it does come with a swivel head that can move left and right like so. Movement in the left arm, the left wrist and the left elbow like so. Torso is good, get some movement there. Movement in the legs, knees and in the ankles. Does come with a TIE Fighter pilot's blaster pistol sculpted in a black plastic, which is sculpted nicely. It does come with a holster which you can remove the pistol and place it on the fighter's holster. Nice and comfort, or nice and cosy. So if I just get the blaster pistol out, just place it in the hand, room to go. Details of the figure as well, just give you a zoom in before I remove the helmet. As you see, you've obviously got the breathing apparatus at the front. You've got Imperial TIE Fighter or Imperial logos on the top of the left shoulder and the right shoulder like so. Sculpted belt, sculpted oxygen plate. You got the logos on the helmet as well, with obviously the items coming through the mouthpiece, breathing apparatus, which is very, very cool. And also you can just remove the helmet. So if I just remove it from his little peg, and if I remove the helmet like so, you've obviously got a sculpted character underneath, or sculpted head sculpt, sorry. And looking at this first glance, this does look like a clone trooper head sculpt. I'm not entirely too sure from which wave or which episodes these figures are released from, but this does look like a clone trooper head sculpt, when you would think that they sort of have like a generic head sculpt for a TIE fighter pilot. But like I said, I could be completely wrong, but looking at the sample I've got here, this does look like a clone trooper's helmet, which is fine. But whether they've made a mistake or there were actually clone trooper pilots, a few of them left fighting for the Imperials at the Battle of Endor in space. But like I said, I could be completely wrong, but that's another just small issue I have with. It's not a major issue, but it's just sort of like, just some explaining to do really, Hasbro, why there's sort of a clone head sculpt on an Imperial TIE fighter pilot body. But that's just me being picking. Like I said, I could be completely wrong. This could be a complete generic look for a TIE fighter pilot helmet in Jedi, and obviously it's just very similar to a clone trooper, but it's not a clone trooper, if you know what I mean. But that was just my only little rant about that there and everything. I'll just quickly give you another zoom in, just to give you a look at the helmet as well. As I said, the helmet's sculpted really well. Nice black plastic used there. But yeah, that they were just my little moans and everything about this figure. And like I said, it's not an awful figure at the end of the day, but I just want to let my feelings know about it, and whether it was a thing in the past, because obviously this is a re-released figure as part of the Queen Amidala wave, Anakin Skywalker and the Battle Droid that were re-released. So if it was released obviously in the older version like this, obviously it's going to be released like this as well. But just want to let my feelings know about it. Like I said, it's not an awful figure, but I do have a few issues with it. But that being enough said, thank you very much for watching this Star Wars review. Don't want to go on too long and bore you. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll be back with many more Star Wars reviews very soon. So as I said, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Thanks for taking some of your time to watching my Star Wars reviews. Be sure to obviously follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and also subscribe to the channel. Up next, I've got an unboxing video with a few new vintage collection items to give you a look at. And then once I've reviewed and obviously shown you the figures there, I'll crack on with some new vintage collection reviews for you guys. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. Take care, look after yourself, and may the Force be with you.